Hello, this is Greg Allison from Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, coming to you from the hood of Betsy Blue, my 1-ton 76 truck. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody asks me, Greg, what do I do about controlling insects from my worm beds? Greg, what kind of lime do I use? Greg, how do I know I got pure crushed dolomite? So today we're going to talk about pure crushed dolomite. You don't want it pelletized, you want it powderized, and you don't want the chemically treated hydrolyzed garden lime. That stuff will kill your worms. You just want pure crushed limestone, which is known as dolomite. Sometimes they will call it dolomitic lime or dolomitic limestone. And here you can find some called Pro Ag Lime. There are many brands, this is just one. And you can see the label says ground dolomitic limestone, natural source of calcium and magnesium. And notice there's nothing on here about chemicals. Austinville limestone. Now if I flip this bag over, the key thing you'll always want to look for is chemical contents or discussion of kiln drying, chemical processes, hydrolyzing, and you have to read the label and look for that kind of stuff. If you look at this label, you don't find any of that. You just, this limestone is natural, mineral, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is just telling you how good it is and how it controls pH, what's healthy for your garden, how much to apply to a garden. Well, we're not doing that. We're putting this in a worm bed. But the key thing here is that tells you, you know, how much to put in the soil for getting the pH where you want it, that kind of stuff. But that's, again, that's not what we're doing. Product safety warning. Yeah, you don't want to breathe this stuff. It's not good for your lungs. Now, here's the key thing. What's the ingredients? Well, here the ingredients is all mineral or mineral equivalency, which, you know, look, they got, if you add this up, you know, 90%, 97.6%, you know, it adds up to more than one, so it's funny. So we know we're double counting several things many different ways here. But the key thing is that it's all mineral. There's no chemicals. The main thing in lime is calcium carbonate. Of course, it's really magnesium calcium carbonate, so you got magnesium carbonate. So calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate together make up 90% of that. See, total carbonates are 90%. I hope I'm pointing right on here. But we'll scan up and down this so you can kind of get an idea of what's in here. And what you'll see, it's all mineral. Now, you see this bag? Sometimes it comes in 40-pound bags. A 40-pound bag will be about this much shorter, say from here to here. This is a 50-pound bag. It's got a little bit more. And as you can see, this is not a big bag. See my hand going across it? See my hand this way? So it's about 3 hands high that way. If you put your hands side by side, you might get 2 hands going across it. It's not a huge bag because this stuff is dense. If you get the garden lime, a bag like this is like a big cat food bag. You know, like a 50-pound bag of cat food or dog food. It would be come out to here and way up to here. If you get a bag that big, you've got garden lime, and it's not what you want. If you use that stuff, expect it to kill your worms. So this is available in most of your feed stores, a lot of your feed stores, I won't say most, and you can buy this stuff. If your feed store don't carry it, or your garden center, ask them to order ground dolomitic limestone. Not pelletized, but powdered, ground. Tell them that you want pure pulverized, sometimes it goes by pulverized instead of ground, pure ground or pulverized powder limestone. No chemicals added, no chemically treated, and not garden lime. So that's the key. That's it. This is what you can use to control insects in your worm bed. It's one of the best things because insects do not like a base or neutral bed. They prefer an acidic bed. So it will go a long way toward controlling maggots and things like that. And I've just suddenly had a soldier fly problem pop up. So it's time to apply this. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Bang the update notification bell because there's many more videos on raising worms, gardening, eating wild edibles, prepping, power grid defense, many topics like that. This is a good way to stay in tune for what you can do to keep you and your family safe and thriving in the best and worst of times, either way. And also check my links below, because I do sell worms. greengregs.com, www.greengregs.com. And if you're gardening, hey, worm casting is the best thing you can put in your garden. If you're want to you can still plant some things this time of the year, so check out True Leaf Market for your seeds and prepping supplies. Look, guys, I'm expecting food prices really about to pick up. They're about to soar. Get them while you can, while they're still cheap. My Patriot Supplies got good links to all kind of food packages and survival gear below. Thank you for watching. I'm about to show you how to feed lime and water a worm bed. The lime being the operative thing here. I've already put out some feed here. This is the chicken grower starter. And you can see it's just a light dusting. There's a lot of worms in here. I'm about to put a light dusting of lime in here also. And I've just got a little bit of this lime that I showed y'all earlier. And it's kind of hard to see in here. So, and what I'm doing is I'm just putting a, that's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see it better up here. I'm just going to put a light dust of this stuff. You see what I'm doing? It's a light dusting. So you don't need to put a whole lot of this out. If this controls any insect problems, you're good. Okay, what we have here is a light dusting of water and a light dusting of feed. Now what you need to do is sprinkle some water on it. And I have some water here with the courtesy water bug, and I'm just going to splash it onto the bed everywhere. And I'm going to do it just like so. Now I really can't do this effectively and hold the camera at the same time, but this gives you an idea of one way to distribute water. There's many ways to do this. The reason I fed before I limed was so that I can moisturize both at the same time, the feed and the water, because both need moisturizing. Now, it's a little hard to see, but guys, I have to shoot these videos when I can. I work all hours. My life is crazy. As you can see, it's a busy life I got. In any event, that's how you do it. You feed and water, or you feed and lime at the same time. You don't have to lime that often. But when you do lime, it's easier to lime when you feed, because that way you can moisturize them at the same time. And worms need water too, especially here in a hot summer. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you've not already done it. Click the update notification bell for future videos to come. I'm about to do a video on showing you how to build worm beds out of IPC totes, and I'll also show you how to build these kind of worm beds right here. That's all coming up, and many other things. Harvesting in trommels. I have a lot of videos, many videos on worms, many more videos on gardening, aquaponics. So also check my links below. I'm expecting food prices to skyrocket, so right now is a good time to start growing your own. True Leaf Market below for your seeds. Climate may get unstable. You're going to have to think about growing indoors, growing microgreens, and my videos on that. And True Leaf Market's where I get all my supplies for that. Also, with impending increase in food prices, it's a really good time to stock up now. So check out My Patriot Supply. They have all kind of prepper supplies. We don't know what's going to go down overseas in the Mideast. There's a lot of tension right now. Things could get bad, and it could come home to roost with people threatening our power grid. And I've made many videos on that, and some oddball things seem to be going on with a lot of our substations right now. I don't know what or why, but it's highly suspicious. So keep your head on a swivel and be prepared. Watch my videos about how to eat and forage wild things, how to grow your own food, and all of that. So also, for your own gardening purposes, when there's no stores available, you can't go buy fertilizer. So be sure to water worms for me, because with worms, you can recycle kitchen waste, yard clippings, cardboard, all kind of stuff, and make the best soil for your garden. And it has all the fertilizer you need. And you can also brew worm tea, and with proper management, you don't really need insecticides and things like that. I don't use any insecticides or any chemicals at all in growing food. I do have a worm farm, and you should too. So check below, greengregs.com, to buy your worms. Thank you for watching.